The draw for the Champions League phase happened yesterday, and I gotta say, like, we got a very complicated draw. So in this video, that's what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna look at the different teams that we're gonna play against, and we're gonna give our expectations for the upcoming Champions League phase. So yeah, let's get into it. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and activate your notifications so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. So as you can see on the screen now, we have Manchester City at home, Liverpool away, Juventus at home, Benfica away, Marseille at home, Olympiacos at away, and then we have Monaco at home, and then the other team I can say their name. Maybe eventually I will be able to. Hopefully by the time the game happens, I'm able to say it. So yeah, we're gonna look at the different teams we're gonna play against, and we're gonna give our expectations for the league phase. As you know already, last season we didn't do so well in the league phase of the Champions League, so hopefully this time around we do differently. So the first game, now I think the others that they are on the screen, it's not the others we're probably gonna play them. I think I haven't looked at the schedule yet, so we're just gonna talk about them as they looked on the screen. So we have Manchester City at home. Now, for the past couple of years, I don't know what's been going on at the UEFA thing. We've played Manchester City almost every season. I think for the past 7 seasons, we've played them. Like it's just like it's a new rivalry from now on. Like, yeah, before it used to be Bayern, but now it's Manchester City every season. So yeah, let's talk about it. Manchester City. Now, since last season, they haven't had the best teams. Like they haven't been playing to the level that they used to play at. So I felt like this season coming, although they had some new players, they had some guys that left like Kevin De Bruyne and stuff. I felt like that's one of those games like we should be able to go into as favorites and go win. Maybe it's not gonna be easy because Manchester City is still a good team, even if they're going through a bad time right now. Like they're still a good team, and I feel like they could cause us a lot of trouble. So I feel like that's one of those games that is gonna be a test for us to see how we're gonna do throughout the season against the big teams in La Liga and in the Champions League coming on like the knockout stages and stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be a big test for us. But I feel like we should be able to play them and give them a run for their money and hopefully beat them. That's what I think should happen in this game. Now let's talk about the next one. We got Liverpool away. Last season we played them. It was a very bad time when we played them. Mbappe wasn't comfortable yet with the team. I remember we had a bunch of injuries and stuff like that, and we went to Enfield and we lost. We're going back there now. Trent is going back to Enfield and stuff like that, which is gonna be a nice story. I gotta say, it's not gonna be an easy game. Now, obviously, they the favorites during the Premier League and also the Champions League because they even better than I think they were last season because they added a bunch of players and stuff like that. So going to Enfield is gonna be also a big test for us to see where we at. Like it's gonna be a big test for the team in general and also for Xabi Alonso because that's what Madrid is about, the big games, the big nights. So I can wait to see what will happen in that game. That's one of those games I cannot predict, although I think it's gonna be a very open game because Liverpool is not just gonna sit and let us attack him. Like they're not gonna be a low block. It's gonna be a very open game. So I feel like we should try to get something out of it. I can't. I honestly don't think I can predict this game. Cause it could honestly go either way. If you see what I'm saying. Now, and honestly, we only played like 2 games in the season so far. I haven't seen enough from us to say that we could go to Infield and beat them. Like it's not gonna be an easy game. I'm not gonna say we can win it, but right now I can't say anything about it. Like it's gonna be a very difficult game. I just hope we do better than we did last season, and hopefully we come out of it with a win. That's what I hope. And then we got Juventus at home, and again, almost the same situation as Manchester City. Haven't been the best in the past couple of seasons. Obviously, before they used to win the Serie A every year, but for the past couple of years, it hasn't been the case. I feel like they're going through a rebuilding stage right now, buying new players. They don't have a striker. The defense is not even that great. Their midfield is a problem. So yeah, I feel like that's one of those games like we should be able to win comfortably, even if it's Juventus. We should be able to win this game comfortably. Like we played them in the Club World Cup. I don't think it was a very difficult game for us. They could build them like 2-0, something like that. I don't remember exactly the score, but that's one of those games we should be able to play very comfortably. We shouldn't have a problem, especially at home. So yeah, that's what I think will happen in this game. And I don't think they're gonna sit down and let us attack them the whole game. But at the Bernabeu, I feel like we just have another level. If you know what I'm saying, at home, Juventus, we should be able to win this game. And then we got Benfica away. Never an easy place to go for nobody. Never an easy place to go because they have a lot of passion. They play with passion. Now, one thing I've noticed about Benfica, they can't play a full game at 100%. Maybe they'll give you the first half, like they'll give you a lot of problems in the first half, and in the second half they just slow down, which I think we have done too. But I feel like for us, it's more about the change of system we're playing in. So hopefully by the time we play them, we fully fit and running. And although it's not going to be an easy game, but I feel like we should be able to go to Portugal and win. Because that's what Madrid is about in the Champions League. It's winning and winning and winning. So Benfica away or at home, doesn't matter where it's at, we should be able to beat them. Last year they gave Barcelona very difficult games, and I can remember if it wasn't for Rafinha away, oh my God! Like in the last minute, like it could have been a tie, or they could have lost. Barcelona could have lost that game because the game started like I think in the first half it was like 2-0 for Benfica or something like that. So it's gonna be a very interesting game, very exciting to see us play against Benfica this season. And then we got Marseille. Marseille is actually, I think they might be underdog for the season in the Champions League. Because last season I was watching them. They play really well. They have Greenwood over there. Now they just brought in Aubameyang and stuff. Aubameyang might be old, but he can still score. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very excited to see how we do against them. Now it's gonna be at home too. It should be very easy for us to play them, but at the same time, I don't think it should be that complicated. Of course, they're gonna give us problems. I feel like that's gonna be a very big test for our left back against Greenwood, because we haven't seen him play against like a high level winger yet. So I'm very excited to see how he does in that situation. It's gonna be a big test for our back line and stuff like that. But we should be able to come out with a win because I don't think their defense is that good. So yeah, and then we got Olympiacos away. That's one of those games again, like Benfica away. It's not very easy because Olympiacos, you could say they're playing in Greece, and Madrid shouldn't be losing a team that's in Greece or something. But it's away, and it's not that easy to go to Olympiacos and win. Like, although I expect us to win, it's not gonna be as easy. It's not gonna be as easy as we think it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a very difficult game. They're gonna make it difficult for us throughout the whole game, but I think this game I'm actually gonna say it might be a draw. It might be a draw, 2-2 or 1-1, something like that. But hopefully we win. Hopefully we win. I also got to see how we're doing in the next couple of games to see what we can expect from the Champions League this season, and then after that we're gonna have Monaco at home again. Very big opposition, especially this season. They bought a bunch of players, and Sufati. Now I don't think he has played for them yet. They got Paul Pogba. They got the midfield is very good. They got a bunch of good attackers and stuff like that. So again, at home, we should be able to get the job done, but it's not gonna be easy again. It's not gonna be like a walk in the park for us. But I expect us to win either way. You know what I'm saying? And then the other team is in Kazakhstan. That's one of those games where I honestly think like we should be able to rotate, let some people rest or something. Like unless we're playing them like the first game, like where we need like the 3 points or something like that. I feel like we should be able to make some people rest, like for the La Liga next game, something like that. To rotate. Really, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like from all of those games I just talked about, I feel like this season compared to last season, we didn't make it in the top eight. Now the top eight automatically qualify for the next stage and stuff like that. I feel like this season I expect us to finish in the top eight. That's gonna be my first expectation. Now we haven't started like the league phase yet. I expect us to at least finish in the top eight. Now it would be nice to finish like first or second or third or something like that. But first, let's concentrate on finishing on the top eight. I haven't seen the schedule yet, so I don't know who we're gonna play first or second or third, something like that. I feel like those first 3 games is gonna be very crucial in where we finish in the league phase. Cause I don't think I was watching the draw, and I don't think any team really got an easy draw. I feel like every team is very competitive this season. So the Champions League is going to be very interesting. So I'm very excited to see how we do in the first couple of games and see, because the first couple of games is going to be the games that tells us where we're going to be, like how the season is going to go for the Champions League. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Champions League draw. What are your expectations? What do you guys think is gonna happen? What game are you the most excited to see? For me, it's two. It's Liverpool and Manchester City. I feel like what it's probably the games that excite people more. Liverpool, Madrid, and Manchester City, Madrid. Although City hasn't been in the best form lately, we haven't been in the best form lately too. But it's gonna still be exciting to watch. So it's always a exciting game to watch. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Real Madrid.